guess the spark came from a physics teacher who let me, with another student, play around in his lab after school hours sometimes. Okay. But I don't know where I got the idea. Actually, I wanted to be a chemist, but chemistry classes were full and I couldn't get in, so I took physics. And so somehow or another after that, I decided that I wanted to be in engineering. And as I say, I never met an engineer. I really didn't know what they did, but it wasn't teaching. There was no college track. There were no guidance counselors. It was, okay, you know, this is what you want to do, so you do it. When I said I wanted to be an engineer, my father wasn't too sure, but behind my back, he went to the university and he asked them. He told me he didn't think they'd let me in. Yeah. So he went to the university and he asked them if they'd take me. And if you can believe it, the professor with whom he talked was the only professor on the whole faculty who had a daughter who had graduated in engineering. So Professor Bureau was delighted to have it, and so I went there.
Few things are more rewarding than to touch someone's life in a meaningful way, to think that it was something that you said or did that opened their eyes to a new world and led them to achieve their personal best. In 1947, my friend Betty Priest here was the first female electrical engineer to graduate from the University of Kentucky. Isn't that great? She went on to work as an engineer for General Electric and then the Air Force Missile Test Center at Cape Canaveral. But Betty also became an outstanding example of the SWE spirit of outreach and mentorship and advocacy. She was actively involved in career guidance for women engineers and scientists. She personally logged over 10,000 hours of volunteer service. That's the equivalent of 5 years full-time work.